Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For everybody who's new here, my name is Vanessa. I'm 25 years old and I do makeup as a hobby on YouTube and Instagram. Happy New Year. I hope everybody had very nice holidays and stuff like that. I haven't been filming in a very long time. I thought I would do just my natural, like dewy skin everyday makeup routine that I've been loving doing lately, and I just wanted to share the products with you. So if you're interested in that, just please keep on watching, and if you haven't joined the family yet, please go ahead and subscribe and follow me on all my socials. They will be linked down below. Give the video a thumbs up and let's just get started. So I've missed filming so much. Obviously I did my eyebrows already, put on my Veleda skin food plus the E.l.f. poreless putty primer. I love this so much. I love it more than the luminous one. So yeah, go ahead and try that. I have talked about this a lot of times, and let's just start right with these horrible under eyes. So my problem is, since I have a daughter, which I love, I don't sleep through every night, obviously, unfortunately. So I do need to conceal these eyes, and for that I always use a concealer that's a little bit like leaning towards a warmer side so that it evens out the darkness. And for that I usually use the Essence Camouflage Concealer in the shade Dark Caramel, or the Camo Concealer in the hydrating version. It's literally almost empty, from E.l.f. Cosmetics, and that one is in medium warm. It is so great to conceal under the eyes, but I usually take this one first and then that one, and then I set with a setting powder. But my first step will be this one, and then we will put on foundation. And for that I'll also do something very new that I really love. So I'm just gonna place this just like so, where like the darkest areas pretty much are. And then I let it sit a little bit because it just helps to conceal the under eye. So let's just like get it like warming up with the skin and stuff like that. So how's everybody? Are you guys doing fine? I have seen, even though I haven't posted in such a long time, people are still subscribing. I'm very, very happy about that. I'm so happy. I'm really happy. I haven't been on Instagram in a very long time. I did post today for the first time. And yeah, I'm happy to be back. So I'm just gonna pat this out now, and for that I'm just using a regular brush, and as you can see, it leans a little bit warmer, so obviously it's gonna like conceal and cover up the darkness. And lately I have been very much in love with a light makeup. Like, I don't like a lot of makeup on my face anyways. So I feel like I've perfected the way how I do my face makeup, because I love looking dewy and I love looking like hydrated, but at the same time I still want to like set with powder, even though I have very dry skin and have to hydrate anyways. But this is literally like the first step into evening out the skin tone. Also, I have like the new Huda foundation, the foundation stick. It's super great. I don't use it very often because it's just that awesome. I just use it here and there because honestly the Fenty, the hydrating one, is literally my favorite. So after this step, I want to start adding dimension to my face. And for that, I always use the Makeup Obsession Quick Stick in the shade DO2. It runs very warm. It could be literally like a bronzer, just in a hydrating, like a cream bronzer, because it's so warm, but it's literally gonna add dimension to the face right away. And I pretty much just place this like on the outside where I want dimension, as in contour, and then I start blending it in with this brush right here. And I'm also gonna wet it, and for that I'm using the E.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set Spray, just because it's too liquidy to set my whole face, but I feel like it's right perfect to blend out product. And then I start like just stamping this in and just giving like the face. It's like such a gorgeous shade, really gorgeous. And because it's a foundation stick, it is very hydrating. And that's what I love about it. And I accidentally ordered this because I thought this would be the darker option to the M07, which was my foundation shade. And in summer, I got darker, So I thought, let's get a shade darker so that it doesn't look stupid. And then I ended up just like using it like so. And I'm gonna blend this in my hairline because I like that a lot. And I'm gonna put this on my ears as well and blend it down my neck. And I advise to take a brush because I feel like a sponge just doesn't do the blending the way how it should, if that makes sense. So on camera it looks very intense, but it does look like a bronzer, like a cream bronzer, like it really does. And I really like that because I don't really have cream bronzers. So even if I wanted like something that's just like a little bit warmer, but like dewy, I'm using this, and honestly I use this every day. That foundation stick, it is so affordable, it's great. So I advise you guys to buy it. And since we got this on now, I'm literally gonna start and put on foundation. And for that, like I said, I love the Fenty hydrating one in, what's that, 345? And I also like the Catrice. The Catrice is in Caramel Macchiato, and it runs a little bit like cool toned, but with this on it works very well. But I'm gonna put on the Fenty because I just love it so much, and I just want to show you guys how amazing this is. And I'm using a very small amount. I'm actually just gonna use like one pump because I'm just gonna like dab this in. Like I'm not even gonna do too much. Also, there is one of my favorite brushes, and this is the Real Technique Expert Face Brush. And a lot of people like to put cream contour, cream blush, whatever, cream blush, whatever on, but I like to put my foundation on with that. And I'm just gonna spritz my brush again, and then I'm just picking this up and just putting it on. And I'm pretty much just placing this first. And I want the less product, like almost no product on my forehead. So I'm just gonna like dab this in, and the undertone is just amazing. Like I'm just pressing it in, and that was one pump, and that's literally all you need, and your face is gonna look so great. Like when I finish off my face with all the products, I just love how dewy it still looks even though I put powder on. Like the combination between these two, because both run so warm, even though the Fenty foundation is olive undertone, because that's what I have, still it looks amazing. Like I would leave the house just like that if I wouldn't know that all this foundation and with the mask and stuff that it moves. I would just leave like that because it looks so dewy, and I love that. Obviously the lights are reflected on my face, so it looks very, very greasy, but in the mirror it really doesn't. It looks very healthy. And then a little bit on my nose. I like when you can still see like some of the face, like the structure and stuff. Like I like that a lot. I want to go ahead and put on concealer, and I'm actually gonna use the E.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is like such a great formula. You don't even need to use a lot. That was actually a little bit too much. Normally I wouldn't even do that, but I'm just in the mood for that because I want to show you guys how great this is. And because it's so hydrating and that brush has been used before, I'm definitely gonna have to go ahead and take a sponge to even out the strokes and stuff like that. But the undertone of that is just like really great, and it works well with the rest of what's going on my face because it's warm toned pretty much. So I'm just gonna like place this, almost like highlighting. Again, in the screen it looks insanely light. And then I'm actually just gonna use a sponge. This is Cara Beauty. They have really great sponges. They're like $5. They're really great, and I'm just gonna like press this in now. I didn't even wet it. I'm too lazy to get up. I know we all been there, but I feel like the less you do with your makeup, the better it just looks. I feel like every single time when I try to get like a really sharp contour and stuff, it's just gonna look messed up, just like so. And then I go back in with this brush, and now I'm just evening out and go over my forehead a little bit and like right here, and just get it like a little bit. Like, do you see how the dimension is kind of there? but obviously everything is not set with powder yet, which we're gonna do now. And the less product I have under my eyes, the better it is. And I have a favorite setting powder that I talk about so many times, pretty much all the time. I don't know why people don't like this, but this Kiss Pro Touch powder it's amazing. There are no words for how great they make my under eyes look. This is in the shade Banana, and I just bought this because it was on discount and I wanted to try it because I've been looking for a good setting powder and I found it. I'm using a brush for that. I'm really like stepping away from sponges, if you will, unless I have like a very full coverage matte foundation like the Huda Beauty. Then I use a sponge because it just does the work better. I'm going over, it's empty, and then I just go in like so. And I just like dab it off, and then I start to just like gently put product on. And it makes my under eyes look so great. Like, it's insane. The formula is like velvet. It's almost like, I don't even know how to explain it, but the formula is just like so great. If you know how to work it, like, don't bake with this. If you bake with this, it's gonna look stupid. But if you use a brush the way how I'm doing right now, I promise you, your under eyes are gonna look so good and you're not gonna crease. At least I don't. And any setting powder, even the Laura Mercier, makes me crease. Huda, all of them. This one makes me crease almost never, unless I have too much product on. And then I just set like my eyelids because I'm not really gonna do anything with my eyes. It's also, even though it's yellow, it doesn't really change the color of the concealer like that, and I really like that as well. And I think the Fenty foundation just sucks up all this product, like the powder, to a point where that's why it sits so well on the skin. I don't know, it's just phenomenal. Phenomenal. I've got this CC Perfecting Powder from Revolution Pro in the shade Warm Golden. And that one is actually like a face powder that you use to set your foundation. And because I have obviously a different color going on the outside of my face, I kind of want to keep going like that. So I'm using this because it's super warm toned. And it just helps setting like the rest of the face, but I'm still gonna look dewy. So I'm just gonna put this where I placed the foundation stick because it's pretty much matching with the, like the colors match. So I'm just gonna repeat the whole process, pretty much setting the rest of my face. And I'm just dabbing this on, and like, it's gorgeous. Like, I look hella bronze, even though this is not a bronzer, but everything just works so well together. Like, the face has dimension, it just looks great. So, since I'm already pretty bronzed, all I want to do is put on blush. Since I have a yellow sweater on right now, I would prefer to use like a orange sheet blush because it would just look super good, and I have two options for that. The ones that I have, because that's pretty much all I have. So first off, I have the Revolution X Tommy Paradise Glow palette, and this is in medium dark. And this palette is all I would dream of. This highlighter is amazing. It is the most beautiful highlighter you could ever have. Like, I'm not even playing. And the blush, perfect. And yeah, I use this a lot, and the pan size is literally just crazy. So obviously I'm gonna keep this for a very, very long time because I use blush literally on a daily basis, and like, I don't seem to be running out of that. But I would definitely use this blush, or the Kiko Milano Smart Essential Face Palette in the shade 3. I think they have 1, 2, and 3. I have 2 also for like lighter makeup. And this one, Coralie, it's gorgeous. And I'm actually going to put this on today because it is more corally and more like exotic than the one in the Paradise Glow palette. And I'm just going to press this in, and I like to put it like right on my cheekbones because I have a very round face, and since I want structure, I kind of want to like place this right here. And it's like gorgeous. It looks so freaking cute. Like a little bit on my nose. There we go. And then the rest product, I just put this where I would put bronzer, but we're gonna bronze in a second. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and use my favorite bronzer that I don't use that often. So I can't even find them on Instagram, which is like really, really annoying. It is called African Earth Bronzer Powder. And it pretty much looks like so. And then you open it, like you flip open it, and it is like the most beautiful bronzer with like some shimmer in it. And I just adore it. Obviously I hit pan. I have another one left, and I just like put this on because it's like so warm that you can go overboard with it so fast. But I just love this, and I also love using this as a blush, which I had said before, because again it's very warm. So I'm just gonna put this right on my cheeks because it has some sheen, as you can see. It looks super cute, and that's all we're gonna do. And then we are gonna set the face, and for that I have this super affordable Catrice Shake and Glow fixing spray, and I bought this maybe a month ago and I'm almost out. It has like these particles in there. They're kind of like stuck somewhere back here, but like when you you shake it and you spray it, and it just makes your skin look so good. Like I only use this. I don't even use the Morphe no more. The MAC Fix Plus, like I don't use it. This is €4. €4, you guys. It's great. And then I just drench my face, kind of. But this, probably because it has these particles in, it just sinks into the skin pretty fast, and it's just gonna set everything and make everything look like super glowy, and I really adore that. For the eyes, I'm actually gonna go ahead and do a liner, and it's gonna be brown because I kind of really love that lately. And for that, I'm always using the Raw Beauty Christian Colourpop collaboration. This is in the shade Woodsy. It's a gel liner, and I create a wing, and then I set it with a brown shadow or like a bronzer, anything like that. So normally I would probably do a beige on the lower lash line, like I would go ahead and use Honey Dude, but because I'm wearing yellow, I'm going to use the yellow from her collaboration because that one is a banger. That one is great, and it looks super good with brown eyes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place this down, just like so. Now it looks obviously a little bit crazy. And then I recently ordered the Carnival XL Pro palette. Since I have to love Tahiti, I don't feel like I need to get the first one for some reason, but I did order this. It was on discount. It was on discount on Beauty Bay, and I've tried a little bit here and there, didn't really, I love it, don't get me wrong, it looks super gorgeous. It complements the Love Tahiti one really, really well, and I can't wait to actually sit down whenever I have really time and film a full-blown winged cut crease with both palettes, honestly. And I used Slow Burn. This is like this brown shade right here. I used this to set this liner, and for that I'm also using an angled brush. There we go. And then I have two mascaras that I use, that I always use, and this is the Essence Cosmetics E.l.f. Extreme Volume Mascara. It's great. And the Lash Princess in purple, but I don't see it right now. And the purple one is pretty much curved, but if I don't use this, then I use this for the lower lash line because the wand is pretty interesting, and it kind of grabs the lower lash, like the lashes really, really well. It's such a great mascara. Like literally my lashes look so big, and with that brown liner they stick out even more. There we go. And again, like with the beige liner, it's gonna just open up the eyes more. I'm very happy with how this face looks. I don't even feel like putting on highlighter, honestly. I don't know, I feel like it's pretty cute. And then I use gloss. And my 4 favorite glosses that I literally always use are 2 from Makeup Revolution. These are the Pout Bomb to be exact, and I have the clear one and I have the one in shade Cookies, which I'm actually going to use because it just gives my lips the nicest undertone. And then these from Raw Beauty Christie, those are the Luxe glosses, and I prefer this one, but that one looks pretty good if you put a different color down first because it has sparkles in there. It's pretty cute and they smell good. This is the shade Glacier, and this is the shade Wildflower, that one. And yeah, the clear one, I just use this sometimes before I put on makeup just to hydrate the lips. And they also give you like a plumping effect, but not that much. So they're pretty cute. What I like about these glosses, it looks now like pretty extreme, especially like on camera. Like it doesn't look that deep in real life, but after some time when it like settles in, then the pigment gets a little bit lost and then it just looks so good. Like on my pictures I always have this on because I just I just love it. So yeah. So that's already the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Please consider subscribing, give the video a thumbs up, and let me know what you think of this look. I don't know, let me just open my hair because it's gonna look way different when my hair is open. Yeah, you can't really do much with this hair right now, but again, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!